In the past few weeks, the news of a bill to repeal the Violence Against Persons Prohibition VAPP Act 2015 has raised debates among Nigerians, with many expressing serious concerns and calling for action. In this video, we look at the VAPP Act, its proposed repeal bill and its contents, especially the sections that raise concerns. We also suggest what we all must do to ensure that the protections currently in place in the VAPP Act are not eroded. So, who is Senator Issa Jibrin and what is his connection to the VAPP Act? Senator Issa Jibrin is the lawmaker representing Kogi East Senatorial District. He sponsored the bill to repeal the VAPP Act 2015, which he initially proposed in April 2022 and brought it back to the Senate in July 2024. The repeal bill has passed a second reading. In place of the VAPP Act, Senator Issa proposed a bill titled An Act to Eliminate Violence in Private and Public Life, prohibits all forms of violence against persons, and to provide maximum protection and effective remedies for victims, and punishment of offenders, and for related matters. For this new bill to be enacted, the VAPP Act must first be repealed, as both laws cannot exist together because of their similarities. What is the VAPP Act? The VAPP Act is a crucial piece of legislation in Nigeria that aims to eradicate violence in both private and public life, proscribe all forms of violence against individuals, provide robust protection and effective remedies for victims, and impose penalties on offenders, among other related matters. Why did Senator Issa Jibrin call for a repeal of the VAPP Act? Senator Issa Jibrin said the VAPP Act contains provisions harmful to the realization of its objectives, hence the need for holistic reform. He made a list of 8 things that are areas of concern to him. A scan through Senator Issa Jibrin's list shows it might mean well with the repeal bill, as some sections seem to improve the VAPP Act. Outside the offense of rape, the repeal bill provides higher punishments for offenders in prison sentences and fines. For instance, on the offense of inflicting physical injury on another, the repeal bill provides for a higher fine to the tune of 1 million naira, which is 5 times more than what the VAPP Act provides. This notwithstanding, there are sections in the repeal bill that raise concerns, justifying the fears of many Nigerians. One concern relates to the offense of rape. The first offense that the VAPP Act and the repeal bill provide for is the offense of rape and its punishment. But while Section 1, subsection 2 of the VAPP Act provides for the punishment of rape to be life imprisonment with some exceptions, Section 1, subsection 2 of the repeal bill waters down this punishment of rape to a minimum of 12 years and a maximum of imprisonment. The repeal bill introduces Section 1, subsection 3 for the offense of attempted rape, which was not provided for in the VAPP Act 2015. It provides a maximum of 14 years imprisonment as punishment for attempted rape, except when the offender is under 14 years. Then it will be a maximum of 7 years. Subsections 4 and 5 of the repeal bill also provide for the punishment of persons who conspire to commit rape or incite other persons to commit rape. Another concern relates to the offense of defilement. Section 2 of the repeal bill introduces the offense known as defilement of a child, which is not covered in the VAPP Act. It is concerning, however, that the punishment for defilement is less than that of rape. Yet, the defilement of a child is rape. One would think that since children are the most vulnerable, the punishment for violating them would be higher than that of rape. Also, the subsections of Section 2 provide separate punishments for perpetrators of defilement according to the age group of the children. For instance, the repeal bill proposed 14 years imprisonment for those who defile children is 0 to 11 years old. 12 years imprisonment for those who defile children 12 to 15 years old, and 10 years imprisonment for those who defile children 16 to 18 years old. While introducing defilement as an offense is commendable, one wonders why there is a need to stratify the crime or categorize the punishment. Children are anyone under age 18, and defilement of any of them should result in the same punishment. A third concern relates to press freedom and freedom of expression. Section 40 of the Repeal Bill introduces the prohibition of publication of information revealing the identity of any of the parties to the proceedings, and anyone who fails to comply committed an offense and is liable to serve an imprisonment term not exceeding 3 years or to a fine of 500,000 naira or both. This, however, raises concerns regarding the constitutionally guaranteed citizens' freedom of expression and the right of media houses to promote transparency and accountability in a democratic society. What is the implication of repealing the VAPP Act and enacting the Repeal Bill? Repealing the VAPP Act and enacting a watered-down law risk undoing years of advocacy work that led to the enactment of the VAPP Act and could result in the loss of hard-won protections for vulnerable groups, especially women and girls. Rather than repealing the VAPP Act, lawmakers should identify areas of weakness and work with stakeholders to review them. In addition, lawmakers should focus on ensuring that all states adopt and use the VAPP Act, strengthen its implementation, and enforce it. It is noteworthy that while the VAPP Act is automatically applicable in the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), 35 out of the 36 states in Nigeria, save for Kano State, have adopted it or enacted an SGBV or VAPP-related law. Also, lawmakers should increase public awareness and establish a mechanism for regular review and evaluation of the impacts of the VAPP Act. So, what must we do? We, especially rights groups, women's groups, CSOs, he-for-shes, and the public must engage with Senator Issa Jibrin and other lawmakers to address the concerns that well-meaning Nigerians are raising regarding the VAPP Act Repeal Bill. Our call is simple: review, not repeal the VAPP Act.